He never played with toys, never played sports, anything like that. Only wrote music and drew pictures of himself as a star already, drawing his clothesline, and it was never toys or playtime. He was always working on who he is now.
To me, Illmatic is the bird's eye. You're looking from above and you're able to see the entire scene, and you can tell me a story that is all-encompassing.
I'd say masterpiece.
I would say prophetic.
Illmatic was news.
Something that on that level, I go, yo, that is Illmatic, yo.
Illmatic.
Illmatic is undeniable. Everything he spoke about on the album, you can actually visualize.
Illmatic means realness. It means the epitome of ill. It means nothing sugar-coated. It means in your face. It's raw and was my self-portrait through music.
What up, it's Esteban. I'm sitting here with Nas, who just dropped Life is Good. But before we talk about that, we gotta go back to Illmatic. You're never gonna escape this juggernaut album that you created. What, if anything, would you change about Illmatic?
Nothing. There's 9 songs on there. The intro makes it read as 10, but it's only 9 songs. I think it's a perfect record. Perfect. It's a perfect record. I couldn't say that before, but there's so many different dynamics to it. The album cover started a whole thing where since then there's been tons of artists who put their child picture, close-ups of their child picture from here up. You know what I mean? It's just 9 songs on it, and it's straight to the point, the music on it. I wouldn't change nothing.
What's the biggest difference between Nas then? What were you, like 19 when that album came out?
No, 20.
Or 20. What's the difference between Nas at 20 and Nas now?
Well, I got 2 beautiful, great kids, and I know now I'm more patient with things, and back then I said life's a bitch. Today I say life's good.
So now we got Life is Good. What will fans take away from this body of work?
Most of all, they will be inspired to keep it 100. I've been in the business probably longer than anybody that's in the game that still has an impact and still could do his thing out here. So to see me doing that and still see I'm passionate about what I'm doing should be inspiring to all of the guys out there, because you go back to 91 and then see this record now, it's never been done. So that's inspiration right there.
So Illmatic is a perfect 10.
9.
What is a perfect 9?
Yeah.
What?
10,
9
but 9 records.
Right. What would you rate Life is Good?
Life is Good is excellence. I would say it's hip hop excellence. And I realized how much better I could have made it. So now I'm in the zone.
Nice. Appreciate your time, man.
Thanks,
On this
boss.
busy day. If you don't have Illmatic, you must get it. And of course, Life is Good is in stores now. Pick it up. Talk to me about the recording process. Was like Salam just like taking the wheel? How was it recording this album?
Well, I told him the direction I wanted to go into, and Salam pretty much knows me already. So he knows we talk about everything from old school Kango hats to nameplate chains to the newest car to whatever, you know? So he knows me, and No ID is really on his music game. He loves it. We had conversations, a lot of studio sessions were conversations about, you know, the sound and what's going on, the state of music, or what's going on with the world, and we just got the sound together.
I want to know what you're listening to, because what Nas puts out in his music is not always what's going on in the world. So what are you listening to right now?
I don't like to really say, I'll tell you the truth. I don't like to say because I don't want anybody trying to figure out what I'm up to. But, you know, but other than the stuff that you can't turn away from is 2 Chainz. You can't not listen to him. You can't not listen to Meek Mills. You can't not listen to Ross. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think when you hear, you know, like a Kendrick Lamar or Add To compared to, oh, this reminds me of Nas? What do you think about when people compare new artists to you?
It's amazing. One of the things that really hits me is that I'm still considered, like this generation today will even say that. Like most people forget about the things this guy has done, and this, I see people just have no respect for so many great artists that I love. So I just think it's a matter of time where they be like, Nas who? You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they're like still doing that, it still catches me off guard. It's a great honor, because those are great artists that you're talking about.
Beef is a big part of hip hop. You are undefeated in that world, but what I find most interesting about you is that no matter what's going on, even if it's mutual friends of yours who are beefing, like, you know, the whole Ghost and Biggie thing, how does Nas manage to not get brought in, brought down, tied into all of what's going on in hip hop and still remain neutral?
Well, first of all, I'm 1,000,000% real, and that's the only way I know how to be. So when I see things going on as petty, that's just pettiness going on. I wish that, you know, if it's a battle that's going to, you know, turn out to be a great ending, then I'm all for that. But if it's just battling for the sake of you want attention, or you want a certain kind of credibility, or if it ain't got no art form to it, it ain't nothing anyway. So everything I'm dealing with is based on reality. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes out here is not based on reality. So they know that about me. You know what I mean? You could throw a shot at me, you could throw a record at me, but you know you don't really want to go there. You don't really want to go there, you know what I mean? Don't want to do that, because if I'm not doing that to you, you coming at me for no reason, it's an automatic loss.
Right. Dope. Cool, man. Appreciate your time.
My man.
Life is good.
Yeah.
Get that album.